And what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 151st episode of Loggin On the podcast. We have another taste testing episode for you guys, not involving wine this time, but back to beer, where it all started. We got a very special guest for you guys tonight. I want to introduce you to her now. Sarah!
Hi!
I'm glad you're on the pod. We've been to a couple of breweries, so I thought you were the perfect candidate to bring you on this taste testing venture. So to give a little background on past episodes we've done with craft beers, we've done like summer seasonals and then the Oktoberfests. We've done the winter seasonals. So we kind of like almost covered like kind of every basis in a sense with that. So we started doing different things. We did when the podcast became Loggin On, we did a weird flavored taste testing podcast, and that included beers that like had flavors of like peanut butter and jelly and stuff like that. So we're doing once again something different, and this is the International Craft Beer Taste Testing Pod, which is something I've been excited for a while. It's actually been an idea of mine for a while. I just didn't know who to have on for it. So with that said, I'm glad I found my perfect candidate for it. So Sarah, let's talk about, before we get into the taste testings, a couple of the breweries we went to. We've been to Source, which was a lot of fun, and a great atmosphere too.
Yeah. The outside was nice. I want to go back in the summer.
Absolutely. We went during the winter.
Very cold.
So like, yeah, very, very cold. Like I remember we were leaving, and I think we left through like the backyard, right? Mm-hmm. And we saw all like the
outdoor games.
Oh yeah, like cornhole and everything. Like they weren't set up, but they were there in the backyard, and you saw like the somewhat pavilions and everything like that. I think it would be a sick time during the summer, and we definitely need to go.
Yeah, we didn't try all of the beers. We still have a few there to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. To be honest with you, I don't remember. Like we got flights, no?
Yeah,
we did get flights. I don't remember which ones we got there, but just like talking the experience in general, like it was cool vibes there. Mm-hmm. I liked it a lot.
I want to go back when the upstairs isn't rented out.
Oh, that's right.
For that party.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I want to go back when I can see everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And not wear a parka.
yeah. But it's also cool that they do rent out spaces there for parties and whatnot. Like maybe a birthday or like some other sort of gathering, but it's cool that they do that.
Anything, yeah. I think that was like an insurance conference meeting.
Oh, you do? Yeah, you think
really
so?
Good memory. I saw this time.
Hey, whatever works. That's pretty cool though. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool atmosphere of that.
Yeah.
To let loose,
Everybody signed a waiver.
Yeah, right. And then we also went to Artis, which is right here in Freehold. That's in Freehold Borough. We went there twice, yes. Mm-hmm. And I have a buddy of mine who works there, Ryan Garino, who is one of the original members of the craft beer taste testings here on the podcast too. He works there now. That's also a good vibe there too. We the second time we went,
there was trivia night.
Hanukkah trivia night, right? Like it was right in the middle of Hanukkah. Mm-hmm. Like obviously during the holiday, we went in December, I believe. Yeah. And that was a good time too. The host of it,
he was so funny.
He was so funny. He was walking around everywhere talking to everyone and everything like that. But it was like
the unintentional Christmas sweater party too.
Oh, was it?
So many people there had Christmas sweaters on, but it was not like an advertised.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Everybody wore Christmas sweaters to the Hanukkah trivia.
I also want to give a quick shout out to someone who I want to interview on the pod eventually as well. One of the bartenders there. This was the first time we went to Artis. He's a band member of America Part 2, they're called. I apologize, don't remember your name, but cool dude. I went there a couple times again as well and saw him there. Yeah. I ordered food from the charcoal restaurant and brought it over. I got pizza, and I was like, you know what, dude? I just started giving him food and everything like that. He's a cool dude,
Yeah, no, they vibe out because he also works at the coffee place.
Oh yeah, that's right.
By the Colts Neck Inn because I saw him after a wedding like 2 weeks later. I was like, I know you.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you do. Like,
grind it out here.
Yeah. All the drinks.
Yeah, right.
Keeping me my thirst under control.
Absolutely.
Coffee, beer.
I'll tell you what. Coffee and beer are like, oh man, it's honestly not good to say. Like it's a main. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
He's just taking care of everybody's needs.
Exactly. So I want to shout him out. He works there as well. Artis is a really good time too. They got a couple of events going on there. It's fairly new. I think maybe 3 or 4 years new sort of deal. But they're rocking and rolling. They're rocking and rolling.
There wasn't a beer there that I didn't like, and we tried
Agreed.
Like, a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
I think the only thing we didn't try was their stout.
Right.
Because neither of us are like.
Yeah, well, we're not big stout fans, yeah. But
everything else is good.
Everything else was great, yeah. Speaking of stout, we do have a stout in the lineup here that, ironically, I chose, and it's only because I like the name of it. So, yeah, well, it'll be interesting to try that out. I just love the name of it. Yeah, exactly.
So that's when you're talking about the weird flavored beers that you did, like Bradley Brew Project is always doing like collabs with people. They did one with Me Moms. It was like a French toast, blueberry French toast flavored beer.
I think I might like that actually. Does it involve milk though? Like, does it say leche in the ingredients or something like that? Does it promote it like that? Like, I don't know.
It's like there was like bananas and blueberry. It's like literally like a breakfast beer.
That's cool.
Everybody who had it liked it.
I think I would like that too. That sounds pretty good. It's
like a limited release, but Bradley Brew Project. I've never actually been there, but they're always like doing collabs with wild companies. It's like, oh, okay. That's fun.
No, that's great. It's a huge selling point too. Mm-hmm. Huge selling point.
Oh yeah, they sold out. Like Me Moms put it on their Facebook or Instagram and it was just like gone.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like people were going in and buying cases of it because they didn't want to miss out.
Of course. Because you don't know if it's going to come back sort of deal. Oh, did you?
People. I bought like 6 4-packs when I saw them in. I was like, ooh, I'm not missing out.
So you bought...
And then I had all of my friends try it.
Oh, good. All right, that's good.
I didn't just drink.
I was about to say, that's like almost like putting all your money in on winning the lottery sort of deal. Like you might not...
Everybody does that.
Well, of course. But if you don't like it, though, then you're stock loaded. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
Well, I'm glad you liked it.
And yeah, I like their beer.
Did your friends like it too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like one person who didn't like it, and it's just because they don't like beer.
Ah, well, that makes sense.
Why did you try it?
Yeah.
Why'd you waste the can?
Well, there is that point, but also like if it sounds that appetizing in the collab, it's a huge selling point. Selling point, you know.
It was definitely a smart move on both of the businesses.
Oh yeah,
power move, right?
Without a doubt. Another big selling point for like especially craft beers is the artwork on the beers itself.
I think I still have some.
Oh, like like doing a little collection sort of deal of artwork.
I can send you a picture of the can because they were cute. It was adorable.
Is it like an actual artist like drew something up and it got stickered onto the can sort of deal?
I don't know if an artist drew it. I just know that it's like cute. It's very breakfasty. Like
so, just the design of it and everything. Yeah, right. I like what I'm more talking about is like there are some crazy like trippy designs on some of these beer cans, and like it's a huge selling point because most craft beers.
A visual buyer. Like wine, beer, if it looks entertaining, I'm gonna get at least one.
Entertaining, appetizing, like and everything.
Kane did all like their Christmas cans. They all like looked like different kinds of Christmas prints and like almost ornament like. It was cool.
Kane's great too.
So I bought some of those just because the way they looked.
That's great. I love that. So I also want to talk about this too. Aren't you a part of like a book wine club?
It's just a wine club. We don't.
It's just a wine club. I was trying to help you out there.
Some of us
read, okay.
We read the label.
Yeah, right.
We read the tasting notes. Yeah, my friend has like a virtual wine club, and she's in Arizona. She's a sommelier out there, but she makes it like super approachable. She doesn't make it like scary to try new wines. She keeps everything like really easy to understand. She's like a self-proclaimed no snob som. Right now she's got like a huge thing going on TikTok where she's just pairing like chips from the chip aisle with grocery store wine.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And it's been taken off. She's
That's really cool.
crushing it. Yeah.
Sounds like something that would take off.
She just did like the last one I saw was like from Aldi's. She did like a Aldi's wine mixed with like an Aldi's chip brand. It was like sour cream and onion chips.
Wow.
And a white wine.
Is this the same one that has her own wine brand too?
Yeah, the wine I made you try.
Yes, which was good too.
Yeah, that's her.
What's the name of the wine that?
The wine label she has, her and her friend Ella, it's called FAF. F-A-F-F. FAF. FAF.
Oh, FAF. Okay, yeah.
And they just really liked that. Like,
I believe
over in England, I think it's like FAF is to like make a fuss about something. So she just really liked like the don't make a faff about it, but
love it.
Make a faff about it. It's exciting and the wine's great.
Awesome. And we tried the rosé one,
Yeah,
and it was really good.
I didn't bring the sparkling, did I?
No, I don't think it was the sparkling one.
I think I did the still, which was Deck Drinker.
That's the name of it.
Mm-hmm. She has a bubbly too. They just sold out of the bubbly, but
good for her.
It's a sparkling rosé, and its name is When in Doubt Bubbles.
When in Doubt Bubbles. Love it.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna move on. Well, we're gonna go to our first beer. Okay. While we move on to our first beer, we'll talk more because there's other things I want to talk about here. Mm-hmm. But let's bring up the first beer. So, don't be mad at me for not pronouncing them right or anything like that, but I'm gonna go with Topoples for this one. Topoples, right? So this is the original Italian Pilsner. I got some fun facts about it too. This is one that you chose out as well. As of right now, without trying any of them, I would say this is like my most popular one because of the reason of some of the facts that I have for it. Mm-hmm. I think you chose like a golden winner here. So let me list.
I picked it because of its name.
There you go. So to list down the facts, we got 5 here. The ABV or alcohol percentage is a 5.2, which is, yeah, absolutely. I think it's actually one of those perfect alcohol percentages, honestly.
It's not gonna sneak up on you.
Oh, right. The brewery, oh boy. Barificio? I don't know. There's like that I. Oh no. Okay, here we go.
Hope you didn't delete it.
No, I didn't.
Barificioso?
Okay, you did it way better than me. It was like that extra I after that F that I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. So yeah, Italiano in Italy. So we got a Italian wine here. You know what? Before we get into the beers, there is one thing I wanted to mention. We have done. This is like one of the most prepared beer taste testing podcasts I've done. Because it's an international beer podcast. It's like, all right, where are we gonna find these things that you won't find in stores and everything like that? This is a not paid sponsor. I'm shameful to say that it says, but I do want to bring them up because they're great. We have done our research, picked our beers, and had it shipped through this awesome website called Halftime. They made it real easy to like find these beers that get imported here.
It came quick.
It came so quick. And it might only because we only got one bottle of each, really, but it was also decently priced too. It was great. They made it real easy. If you want to experiment with other beers that like you haven't seen in stores or heard of before, like that's the website to go to. So Halftime, sponsor the pod. All right, anyway, let's go back to the facts of this. All right, so the style.
Send us a mystery box.
Yeah. Yo, that would be a sick idea if Halftime did a mystery box package thing that gets shipped to you. That would be cool. That would be cool. All right, so the style, it's a Pilsner. The food pairing I even listed down here. So the Pilsner style beer is best paired with German or Japanese cuisine, fish, and peppery style cheeses such as Monterey and pepper jack.
I could have stopped and got some sushi on the way here. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, that does sound pretty good, but I wasn't gonna make you do that. It's okay. And then with all the facts for all these beers that we're trying here, I have a little fun fact, and this is what really made this the most popular for me before even trying it. It's Topopolis Day is on Thursday, March 21st, coming up soon, as this brewery's first beer.
Oh, that's so exciting.
It's so exciting. And I think this is really what made...
We can order more.
Absolutely.
We can celebrate.
Absolutely. I think this beer is what made this brewery like a thing and made it, very successful. Sorry, we're going to open this one up here and see what we decide for ourselves. I always do this. I always have to go to another side of the... Does that happen with you? No? I'm just a fucking...
I've just got a couple years on you.
All right. And I go with the tilted pour real quick. So I said this on the last... what, you want me to pour for you or you got it?
I can do it.
All right.
I can do it.
Oh, so you go with the tilted strategy too. So
because only certain beer you're supposed to give a head to.
Oh, you see this? What do you mean?
Not all beer is meant to have this huge head. Only mostly if it's super aromatic, you want to get some more flavors out of it.
Oh, okay.
Like Guinness though, Guinness you have to pour you're supposed to pour half of it and
let it
sit and then pour more.
That makes sense because most of the promotions for Guinness too, you see the head of it.
It's huge. Yeah, it's iconic. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So the last wine taste testing podcast we did, we were talking about it a little bit, and I forgot his name, but the bar rescue guy.
John Taffer.
Yes. He made a video. No, he's great. He is great. And very entertaining, by the way, too, in his show.
He's just mean sometimes. I love you if you see this, but
he's like a Gordon he's like a Gordon Ramsay in a sense. But Gordon Ramsay knows how to keep his cool. Sometimes. Have you ever watched...
Did you watch Hell's Kitchen?
No, he knows when to put the switch on and off. Yeah, he has that kid chef show where he's totally encouraging.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're kids.
Exactly.
Kids.
If he was still a dick there,
cook together, it's so cute.
They
make some TikToks together.
Yeah, on TikTok I've seen a couple of them. Yeah, and he's kind of... What?
I stan him. He's great.
No, he is great and very smart too and everything like that. But the bar rescue guy said no, you're not supposed to.
Well, he's very knowledgeable and everything. But that's if you'll get too much head if if the beer's too warm. It's supposed to be at a very specific temperature. So he can tell just by how you pour a beer. A, if you're doing it right. B, if there's something wrong with your kegs or your lines.
Right.
He's so knowledgeable. It's impressive.
Oh, I believe it. It's very impressive. Yeah, I mean, he is the king of the restaurant business, basically. He fixes these places up and everything like that.
Him and Gordon should just go in on a show.
That's such a good idea. That is such a good idea. Maybe
the people who would get actual good help from both sides of it, because Gordon can go fix these restaurants, but he's always calling in bar people to help anyway.
Oh yeah.
So just call John.
That's such a good idea.
And they probably butt heads, so it'd be good TV.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, let's cheers. Let's try this first one and see what we think.
I don't know why I made that noise.
So my history with Pilsners, it's I think they're good, but I also think they're a safe bet.
Yeah, it's reminding me of Heineken, Heineken Light.
Yeah, well, Heineken has his I get what you're saying with a Heineken Light sort of deal, but Heineken also does have its distinct taste and everything like that.
But if I had to put this between something, it'd be I don't know.
If I had to compare it, it's probably to like a Pilsner at Artis or something like that. And that's only because I've had one there somewhat recently. I get so what I'm trying to say, it's safe because Pilsners are safe because they almost all like somewhat taste the same.
That's
like,
it's very it's light. It's not, there's nothing like really coming off the back end of it.
Right.
It's just okay. No aftertaste. It's like crazy. Like oof. It's just smooth. Like it's just okay.
Yeah, and but it leaves you wanting more, which is a great thing about it. With that said, this might be. I don't know. I'm so fixated that this is like this brewery's first beer, and it got them like almost.
In your research, did you look? Is it supposed to be served chilled, or like in Ireland where they drink beer warm?
Good question. No, I didn't research that. I would assume though for this, I think it's meant to be chilled.
It'd be a little harsher if it was warm.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like trying to drink a Coors Light.
Have I ever told you
the mountains are not blue?
No way. No way.
The only thing warm beer is good for is like shotgunning or funneling, because then it doesn't hurt.
Right. It's not like a ice cube going,
No brain freeze right away.
Yeah, right. No brain freeze. I agree with that.
Funnel a warm Miller Lite any day.
That it sounds smart to do that, but like at the same time, like nowadays at least, oh my God, like I don't know.
My 30-year-old stomach couldn't.
Yeah, like I don't know about that. Like Pilsners, I think I would. Maybe not as cold as this is right now.
Yeah, slightly warmer.
Yeah. Before we get into the ratings, I want to give you a little bit of ground rules on the ratings as far as how to rate them.
It's not like the pizza guy with one bite because I already took 2 sips.
Oh no, not like that. Not like Dave Portnoy. No, but decimals could be included if you wanted them. They could be whole numbers. It's 1 out of 10. And yeah, so my mentality especially for the first one, we're rating them, I don't rate them too high. I feel like
it would have to like really knock your socks off.
Without a doubt. And yeah, it would really have to knock my socks off. But I think the first rating is like the high standard of like where you're basing the rest of your ratings off of.
Mm-hmm. That's hard though, because they're all different.
True.
Like where would I rank this on compared to everything here? Compared to the other Pilsners?
No, well, in this case, everything that we have here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but at least for me, my mentality is like, all right, we're on the first one.
Oh, it's a 10, and then like the next beer is way better, and it's like, oh,
exactly.
I already gave my 10 away.
Exactly. Yes.
It's like when the doctors ask you like, how much pain are you in?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, like a 6. I'm not gonna say 10 because then if I get in more pain, I've already used my 10.
Yeah, or in my case, it's like I don't want to seem like a bitch, so.
It's I don't want to seem like a bitch. 4. Can only get worse. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so fair.
Yeah.
Fair, but not.
Listen, be honest with your doctors. It'll help you out. All right.
Always be honest.
All right. I'm gonna give my rating after one more sip. I really like it. Mm-hmm. I do really like it. And I'm not just saying that because of my little fun fact that I had for it or anything like that, or the name of it, which I love.
It's like light and refreshing. It's not.
Yeah, exactly. This is something like on a nice summer day. Like this is what you're drinking
by the pool.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And it's not like too heavy.
Heavy. Not at all. Not at all. Right.
Like, it doesn't feel like it's gonna sit in my stomach.
Right.
And I'm gonna be like,
and have your stomach aggravated and everything like that.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Tums.
Yes.
Getting all this fun.
I'm gonna go a pretty high score with this. I'm not gonna go in the 7s, but I am gonna go in the 8s, but a low 8. We're gonna go an 8.2, 8.2.
Okay.
I truly believe that this is one of the best Pilsners I had. I it's just so smooth. That's what it is. Like, and it leaves you wanting more. Like most beers, like I feel like they don't pay attention to their aftertaste as much. Yeah. Like some aftertaste, it's like
it tastes good up front, and then once it hits the back of your palate, it's like,
Yes, exactly.
Oh, I don't know if I want to drink 2 or 3 more.
Right.
I'll finish this one.
So that's like a good and bad thing though, right? Because like when you get to that aftertaste, it could be bad where it's like, oh wait, I need that taste back where it tasted good at first. Yeah. So you drink more, right? There's that strategy.
Or you like just suffer through the one and you're like, oh, I just gotta crush it.
Right.
To get it to go.
Yeah.
So I can get something else.
Yes. Or it's just
sometimes
that
it's good. A good aftertaste. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, ooh. Yeah. Like a little surprise at the end.
And it's just pleasing all throughout. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and I think this is story.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. I think that did that for me. So 8.2. I don't want to overreach it with the other. We still have a full slate there. So. What do you got in store for us?
I was gonna say 7.6.
Okay.
Because it's good. It's tasty. It's flavorful, but it's not like there's nothing really like that unique about it. Like you said, it kind of just tastes like a really good every other kind of.
Yeah, a Pilsner. Yeah, absolutely. And like that,
it's smooth and it's crisp, but it's not like, oh, I don't know necessarily if I'd be able to pick it out of a lineup.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go too high where it's like, oh, but you could easily put like another Pilsner and like a blind tasting. I probably wouldn't be able to like, oh, that's that one. Like it's good, but I wouldn't be able to like differentiate it from. All I keep thinking about is Heineken. I don't know why.
I think, you're like, I think proving my point more and more that like Pilsner is just a safe bet to make a good beer. Like I think most of them are kind of the same in a sense. Like,
I've had some that are like,
like you never heard.
Harder.
well, that too. Yeah, like almost
but this
like and
good. This was like a nice safe. I could see why it was there first and why it was fine.
Oh yeah, because it's just a safe bet. It is just a safe bet.
Something that people are going to taste and be like, oof. Harsh.
Right.
Like it's not something where you have to be a beer lover
to
drink it. Like if you're stuck at a barbecue and that's all they have, you're probably gonna be safe.
Absolutely. And that's like that's not even like a bad thing to say about it. Like that's a great thing.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to say about it.
For all palates type of thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like you don't see like flavored Pilsners out there ever. Ever.
No. And have you ever been to like a barbecue where they only have like very out there beer?
No.
It's like, I don't know if I drink anything.
It's like,
here.
what kind of party am I at right now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
It's only.
I've been places where I'm like, oh, all you have is like Guinness or like some crazy IPAs with like.
Right.
I'm an IPA girly. Like I love them, but there's some that I'm like. Ugh.
Well, let's talk about that for a sec. Like, if you were to have a barbecue, what beers are you putting in that cooler?
So I normally go with like the traditional, what I see people drinking in the bar.
Yeah,
like you always see people drinking Corona.
Right. Yes,
I'm never gonna be someone who like loads it up with Miller Lite and Bud Light and Budweiser. No offense to any of them, but. I'm going to get, like, Corona, probably Blue Moon, because that's my go-to. Allagash White is, like,
Allagash White,
similar to Blue Moon, but I like it. I like to get, like, a little bit of everything. Like, I'll get some kind of IPA.
So now I'm curious, like,
Sierra Nevada.
Why not Miller Lite? Why not Bud Light? Why?
My tummy doesn't like them.
Oh, so it's more of a personal thing.
And almost everyone I know who is, like, over the age of 25, like... They're not gonna like choose. Like I'll get Coors Light because I know a bunch of like old men who they'll do anything for those silver bullets. But
yeah.
But it depends who's coming, right? Like I have to know what kind of people I'm entertaining.
Okay.
But I'm really thoughtful into my party planning. Like
oh yeah, I am too. That's why I'm curious about that. So
yeah,
all right,
Halloween. You had Blue Moon here for your Halloween party.
Yeah, that was actually clutch because I had a keg here that didn't fucking work, and my cousin Dom, shout out to Dom, you skilled that night. Well, I did say BYOB
Yeah.
regardless, right? So that was a safe bet. But my cousin brought, I believe it was, I forgot what beer was. I think it was Blue Moons, maybe, or something. I don't know.
There was some here.
There was a whole 30 rack of them here, and that's what everyone was drinking. And it was just perfect. It was perfect. So shout out to him for that because the keg didn't work. Yeah. But let's go through the age gaps, right? You're having a barbecue.
Mm-hmm. Try to appeal to all.
Right.
All
so
ages.
we're going to go through age categories here. You're having a barbecue and you're in the age range of 18. No, I'm sorry.
Nope.
Can't say that. Can't say that. 21.
With club soda for the age.
Yeah. 21 to, I don't even want to say, 21 through 25. What beers are you filling in the cooler to satisfy your crowd?
21 to 25?
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be all like college-aged kids, no?
Yeah.
So seltzers right now. That's like the rage, right? I'd get like some High Noons, White Claws, some of those tequila ones. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all like hyped up on those.
Oh, yeah.
When I went to the
big
Belmar
time.
Parade, that was all you saw the young people with was seltzers. Like no one had beer.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Because it takes like a more sophisticated drinker to like appreciate a good beer.
Absolutely.
So like,
and I also think it's
maybe
really
I could
easy.
give them some Miller Lite, Coors Light.
Yeah. So you're saying
Because they're just gonna drink
26
it.
through 30.
That's where I'd probably go like, oh, okay, we can get like some Yingling, Sierra Nevada,
Yeah.
more
Agreed.
mature
Agree with that.
beer.
Absolutely.
Because those people are not drinking it just to drink it as fast as they can to get a buzz. They're just trying to relax, and they want to enjoy it.
Yes.
They're not trying to like
the
shotgun
seltzers-
the beer in the side of the pool.
Right. Absolutely. And you just brought up the point I was going to bring up, like as far as shotgunning or chugging them, like the seltzers are easy to drink. Like that is, I like that. I like that seltzers became a thing because it is like the, I think it's like the most convenient and ultimate party drink for college kids.
And a lot of like, it doesn't matter. Like I've gone to parties where it wasn't college kids, it was all older people, but still, it's like something. If you have like a case of seltzers, like no one's gonna look at it and be like, "Oh, there's nothing I drink here."
Oh,
Everyone will grab a seltzer. There's not a
Yes.
single person that I've met that's like turned it down.
right. Absolutely.
Than people that are sober,
Agreed.
which is good. Sobriety is also an option.
This is true too. All right, I'm gonna wash this out real quick. So you gave it a
7.6.
7.6. All right, so as of right now, I like it better than you right now.
Mm-hmm.
I love the bottle.
I
I
like
might-
the bottle. I like the name. I kind of want to order more for this
Yeah.
Papalis Day.
All right, we got the bucket here. We'll wash it out with some water.
Wash it out.
Got to swish it around a little bit, you know. Almost like it is a wine glass, and you're testing the what do they call that with wine?
The legs.
Yes, the legs. Yeah, yeah.
I'm not in the wine club. The legs, the body, anything else you might see when you look through the glass.
It's like it's crazy. I have been educated so much on wines, not even just through the several podcasts we've done with wines, but just like I've drank wine with some pretty knowledgeable people on it, and I'm just there for the good time. Like of course I'm interested in what you're saying, but do I like necessarily like remember it too far afterwards?
See, so next time, Next time my friend does like one of her virtual tastings, I'll just make you come over.
Yeah,
Because they're fun. Like sometimes she'll do like a cooking demo with it. Like it's a fun time, but she'll also teach you like the fun things, but keeping it super basic terminology, so you're not like.
so you're not
mean?
lost, right?
What does that mean? Like it's very easy to digest mentally.
I like that a lot. How'd you meet her? Like how'd you get to know her?
Before I joined her wine club, I was part of because I'm like a Bachelor fanatic. The TV
Okay.
show. There's a girl from the Bachelor franchise, Caitlin Bristow. She has her own wine label.
Okay.
She was on The Bachelor, then she was The Bachelorette. She's just been in the franchise for a while, and she co-hosted a couple seasons ago when the Chris Harrison debacle happened.
Have no idea what you're talking about, but okay.
Okay. It's too much to unpack
Saucy.
right now.
Yeah, okay.
But so she has her own wine label, so I joined that wine club. She had like at that point she had a rosé, a red, and a white.
Oh, okay.
Now she's got 2 reds, a rosé, and a white, and they're all good, like go-tos. I have so many bottles of the rosé at home because it's so easy to drink. It's like a perfect summer rosé. I digress. So, Sam was their go-to sommelier for their virtual tastings. And then so I followed Sam, and then when Sam started her own club, I was like, ooh, yes.
Yeah.
And then she did her first like actual in-person wine trip was when I went to Napa.
Yeah.
She like had put it out to the group like, oh, we're going to take like 2 groups of 6 to Napa. Like, this is your form, fill it out. And, you know, it's going to have to be first come, first serve. There's a lot of people interested, but whoever can, you know, come. So it was great. I got to meet other people from across the country.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Napa, go to a bunch of wineries, have a bunch of fun.
Hell yeah.
And then, yeah, she's just adorable. I've been following her ever since, but we like text, chat. Her dog's name is Asiago. Like,
awesome.
It's so cute.
That's great.
And then when they came out with their own wine, that was like a go-to. Like, I have to try it, obviously.
Of course.
And the first one, their first vintage was the sparkling. And I was like, well, you know I'm a bubbly girl. So I'm going to get 2 cases, obviously. All in.
I'm a fan.
Full send. And then I got them and tried it, and I was like, I need more.
Right.
I don't want to run out ever. So I still have, I actually think I'm down to like my last 2 bottles. Now I just found out the bubbly sold out. I'm like,
Are more being made or no?
no. I know they have something new coming.
I
it's
see.
kind of like a wine club exclusive, though. Only the wine club knows what's coming so far. Which, if you're interested in fun, the tea, Samantha Capaldi is her name on Instagram. Check her out. She's got a club. It's fun. It's like multiple tastings a month. There's no pressure to buy the actual wine from the tasting. She'll send you like recommendations from your local stores.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have to get like the exact bundle.
That's cool.
She also like has this like pocket som thing where like if you're like, hey, I'm going to dinner for grandma's birthday and she loves red wine, like what's something I can get her? Like what's a good recommendation? Like,
Yeah.
She'll just text you right back like, oh, here's some options at local stores near you. Because you'd be surprised how many things you can't just get wherever.
Right.
Like our Trader Joe's doesn't sell wine,
No.
but like a lot of them do. Our Aldi's doesn't sell wine. So we can't.
Well, really,
get...
anywhere doesn't sell alcohol except
Yeah.
liquor stores here in Jersey.
Yeah, so we're
Yeah.
kind of shot. But I could like send her like, oh, Total Wine. I have Total Wine. I have, you know, Costco.
All right.
Yeah, some Costco's.
Yeah.
But like, give me some recs for the places near me. And she'll just send me a bunch of, this is what's near you.
I love that. That's awesome.
And like food pairings too.
Mhm.
So it's great. Like, oh, I'm having steak tomorrow night. Like this kind of cut. What should I get?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, here you go.
She knows.
She's so knowledgeable, but she's so fun that it doesn't like, she doesn't seem like
Right.
that like hoity-toity. Like I've been to many wineries where like the people talking, I'm like,
Almost like snotty.
yeah, like snobby. Like it feels
Yeah.
like you are looking down on me because I don't know what you're
Right.
saying.
Like you're being like almost being like lectured instead of having fun
Yeah.
learning sort of thing.
And she just makes it so super approachable.
Awesome. That's great. I think that's how most things should be, honestly, to be completely honest with you. But, all right, we're going to move on to our second beer. This one is the Belhaven Brewery Scottish Ale. This is another one you chose as well. We are going to go through some fun facts here. We got an ABV a bit lower than the last one we tried. The alcohol percentage is 3.9. The brewery, Belhaven Brewery, like wow! Wow! That made a noise and it's bubbling up right now. Wow. That one wanted to let loose right there. This is from Belhaven Brewery, like I said before, from Belhaven, Scotland. So we're trying a Scotland beer right now.
Why I picked it.
Yes, there you go. The style just said bitter.
Bitter.
So it's a bitter beer.
It says rich, nutty, smooth.
Yes, it does. It does say that as well. So
wait, what did you say the ABV is?
3.9. Does it not say that on the can?
No, it says 5.2.
Really? On the website it said, yeah, you know what? This is 5.2. The website was wrong. Wow. Okay. So, correction, 5.2, which means...
Maybe they use a different kind of method.
I mean, maybe.
Like,
or they just updated it in a sense.
And the other places use like
right. There. I mean,
maybe there's a different metric number.
I mean, possibly, but I think alcohol is alcohol. You know what I'm saying? But so this is the 5.2 on this is the same as the Pilsner we just tried. So style is bitter. Food pairing. This bitter beer is best paired with tangy style cheeses such as Brick, Edam, and Feta. Feta is the only one I really know.
Did you have the feta like pasta thing that was like viral?
I don't even know what you're talking about. No.
Oh, it was on TikTok. Like everyone was making it during COVID because it was like you just take like chunks of feta and like a bunch of like cherry tomatoes and like basically roast them and
just have those two together. Pasta. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it was good.
That sounds really
tasty.
Good. It sounds really good.
I don't like tomatoes, and I was like, this is good.
Really, you're not a tomato. I mean, I don't.
I know it's weird living in New Jersey, the Garden State, and I'm like, we're known for tomatoes, and I hate them.
Well, I never put tomatoes on my sandwiches.
I don't
prefer
like them in any form.
I like the little
ketchup.
Oh, you don't like ketchup?
The only way I eat tomatoes is if it's in like pico de gallo because it's mostly onion.
Right.
It's just the tiniest chunk of tomato.
Right. Yeah. No, like I like the big tomatoes that are sliced, they're put on sandwiches and everything. No, not a fan. I mean, ketchup I love. Well, kind of love. I do barely have it, but I'll have it if it's the only thing there. Those little, like, the baby tomatoes, I could just pop those.
Like grape tomatoes or...
Yeah. They are excellent. It's the perfect amount of taste of tomato.
I don't like the taste. I don't like the texture. I just don't like...
I get it.
Any of it. I don't know. That's weird.
No, it's not.
A lot of things
it's not.
I don't eat because of texture.
So what about pasta sauce?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
I don't eat pasta
sauce. Why?
Well, I don't like tomatoes.
So you don't have...
Nope. I eat my noodles either plain or with like a little bit of butter. Like a child. I have the palate of a 5-year-old.
How about pasta with like a garlic sauce?
Yeah.
Okay, so you...
Okay, I just don't like red sauce.
Okay, all right.
Sauce,
I mean, it's that's still crazy, but what about penny vodka sauce?
It's got to be like a super okay. Like I don't know. I'm like weird with vodka sauce. It's got like I don't know.
I mean, I'm picky
it's not
with
something I would pick, right? Like if I'm at a buffet and like that's my option.
Yeah.
Then I'll do it, but like I eat it on pizza. Like I ask for light sauce on pizza. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. Pizza, like.
I want like no sauce on it.
That's insane.
Cheese and crust.
So, if you could explain why you don't like tomato sauce, and you can't just say because it's tomato. Like, why would you say like tomato?
I just don't like the flavor.
Like, but tomato, like an actual tomato.
Like I don't like vanilla. I don't like tomato.
Like an actual tomato.
Yeah.
And then tomato sauce are almost like two totally different. Like they're two totally different tastes.
Yeah. Because, there's a lot more stuff mixed into tomato sauce.
Exactly. So,
but I just don't like any of it.
Wow.
I know. I'm strange.
That's pretty...
It's been my whole life. My friend's mom used to make me spaghetti, like, separate.
Yeah.
And just leave it with, like, just a little butter
but that's
on it. Because everyone else would eat spaghetti and meatballs. And she just, like, here's your... My mom used to keep the meatballs out of the sauce. Like, just finish cooking them in the oven or on the pan. So I didn't have to have them... saucy.
Like intermingled or anything like that. I'm not a stranger to that either. Well, not for me, but for my siblings, like very picky eaters. Like some of them are the same way. They won't have it with pasta sauce, and I just find it absurd. I just find it absurd. And not even with butter either. Just plain.
Oh, I'll eat plain noodles.
I think that's crazy too.
Like I could just cook pasta, drain it, like strain it, and
Yeah.
just like eat it
Crazy.
like popcorn.
Not really. I'm gonna pour this thing. That's crazy. I didn't know that about you. Interesting.
It's because we go to breweries, not dinner.
This is true.
We eat appetizers and drink beer.
So were you just being just to let you know there's like L&B Spumoni Gardens square pizza upstairs. So when I brought that up to you, it was like, yeah, we're trying this
I
app.
was like, that looks like it has so much sauce on it.
It's majorly saucy.
I was like, oh, okay. There's so much sauce on it.
So much sauce.
The first thing when you open the box, I was like,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're missing out because it's one of the
I'll
best
still
pizza.
try it.
I hope you do.
Adult.
Yeah.
Like I still try things, even though I know that there's like a 95% chance I don't like mussels.
Yeah.
Like weird seafood that's weird textures.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll try it.
Mussels is like one of my favorite seafoods ever.
No.
Ever.
The texture.
I agree with the texture. It is weird.
Like, even
but that is
clams,
like
they
most.
have to be like the tiniest little clam.
That is like most shellfish, though.
But I love crabs.
I love crab
I love
too.
crabs. I love crawfish. I love lobster.
Lobster's like the one shellfish I'm not like crazy
It
about.
has to be cooked right. Gordon
And it
Ramsay
doesn't
will
have
tell
to
you.
be. Yeah,
The
I'm sure.
second you overcook it, the texture's off.
I also think it can't be loaded with butter. Like some
Some
places,
people just dunk it.
I can't. I can't do that.
No, but I like the actual flavor of it. I don't want it to just taste like butter.
No, me too. Me too. Absolutely. But all right, let's try the second one here. Cheers.
Cheers. It smelled bitter.
Yeah. I'm actually not. I didn't intentionally smell it, but when I did, I wasn't like crazy about it. It actually almost threw me off, like actually wanting to taste the beer for a second. Right off the bat, before I take a second sip, like I wouldn't call it like. Actually, yeah, kind of the aftertaste. Like I'm kind of tasting a cigar right now.
I was saying smoky in my head.
Yeah.
Like it's got like a smoky aftertaste.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like I'm drinking this next to my campfire.
Yeah.
And I got a piece of like kindling in my cup.
That's exactly how it is right now. Exactly how it is right now.
It's interesting.
And it's not going away. It's not going away. It's actually getting a little bit stronger.
It's living there.
Yeah, it's living there right now. So what did I say this is paired good with? It's tangy cheeses. Yeah. I think it pairs well with the cigar. I like really. I'm being so realistic. This is the fun fact I forgot to mention about this too before. This brewery is Scotland's oldest working brewery, established in 1719. So that's just something I wanted to mention there too. Back to the beer. I like it, but I also it's almost like a taste aroma that I don't like. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense? Like it's almost like that back taste to it.
It's I don't know. I don't even know if I actually like. It's not something that I'm like. Tastes okay up front. Like it doesn't taste bad, but it's like it's super fragrant. Like it's so strong. Like if it was like a touch less of that, or if it didn't last as long.
I'll tell you what, after that second sip, it really is just a weird tasting beer. To me, like this is nothing I've ever tasted before. It isn't.
Like it says nutty. Like it's definitely smooth. It's not like it's harsh or anything, but it's
no.
It's just I don't taste nutty. I taste like smoky.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Like if someone was to like smoke like a cocktail.
Yeah.
This is what I feel like the wood chip on the top of the smoker would taste like.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And
that taste isn't.
I'm sure it's
no
for some people that may be.
For some people, right. I think this is, in like right now I'm thinking like maybe this should have been saved for last because this taste of it is so strong to me, especially the aftertaste. Like I'm still tasting it right now. That it might affect.
I'll just use water.
Well, yeah, but I'm being a little over exaggerated, but that's how I feel with this flavor right now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, or taste smoky.
Yeah, like I mean, it's definitely unique in that sense. I swear, I've never had a beer that tasted like this.
Like I've had wine that has like a smoky-ish flavor to it, but that's part of like the profile.
Right, exactly, and I have
I'm
too.
normally expecting it.
Yes,
I've never been like, oh, my beer is gonna taste like I'm also smoking a cigar.
Right, right.
But I'm not smoking a cigar.
And now that I'm thinking about it like that, I think that's why the smell threw me off too. Like it almost like kind of smells like that. Like it just has that strong taste smell. I don't know.
See, I don't think the smell and the taste match.
Definitely not.
Like I think it smells more nutty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't taste the nut. Like I think I was expecting to taste nutty, and I taste smoke.
Yeah.
Be interested to like look into their process.
I mean, I'm so curious now.
But Scottish, that's like Scotland's by Ireland, no? Maybe this is one of those things you're supposed to have warm. Because I know in Ireland, like they don't really serve cold beer.
Oh, Scottish doesn't?
I know in Ireland, and that's like they're close, right? I'm
well, definitely.
I have no idea.
I mean, me too, but I would believe you're right on that.
But yeah, that might be like something to look into. Is how red wine shouldn't be overly chilled. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, how do you prefer it? Like, for red wine, I don't chill that shit at all.
No, it depends on the red wine.
So say Pinot Noir, my favorite.
Your favorite, I know. Your favorite. How did I know? As soon as you said Pinot, I was like, I know where this is going. See, because of the profile normally, like the flavor profile on a Pinot Noir, I don't mind it like slightly chilled. Like
I wouldn't mind it either.
Out on the back deck in the winter, not where it's like -2 outside, but like if it's like a 40-degree day, like today, just like a slight chill.
Yeah.
Like I left it in the garage overnight.
I agree with that. Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah, I want those like room temp.
Me too.
I want it to open up. I want to feel it.
Yes.
I want to taste all of it.
Agreed.
But I'm like a big Cab girl, so.
Well, I mean, Cab is like my second favorite.
Cab Franc is my like go-to.
That I don't think I've ever tried.
No?
No.
I like a good Cab Franc, and then probably like a good Spanish red.
So
They're
like
a more zesty.
That's also another one I have. Is that like a
Rioja?
Right. I was trying to think, like I used to work at the liquor store, like I was trying to think of the aisle.
I can't pronounce it, but it starts with
Tempranillo or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
But they're like a good go-to. They're like just really easy to drink.
Are they? Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I like didn't used to drink red wine at all, and now it's like preferred if I go out.
Yeah.
But I also like my red wines to like I want to like taste the dirt it was in. Like
earthy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little musty.
A little musty there. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna rate this. I think I'm most definitely sure. I'm like pretty confident this is gonna be my lowest rated one. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it, but like
I'm sure there's an audience for it.
There's definitely an audience for it. The thing with this with me is that it's like the aftertaste.
I can still taste it.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the most pleasing thing. And like I'm glad you said that. Like it's for a specific audience. Like people that are probably chain smoking cigars are gonna love it. Are gonna love this. Like, this might be their nicotine gum for stopping cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally something like that. Like, I don't know. I'm going to go...
There are just people who like that, like, bolder, more memorable taste on their palate.
Well, it definitely is unique.
Someone who's, like, looking for a unique thing.
Yeah.
It's not going to be your everyday, like, oh, I normally get an Allagash White. Let me try this. Nope.
Right.
They'll probably take like 3 sips and be like, you
Yeah.
know what? I don't think I want to finish it.
Yes. I 100% agree with you. I'm going to go, I got to go a little above 5 because I do respect it. I think it is a popular one. I don't think it would have been on that website if it wasn't popular. I will go 5.4. I think respect needs to be given to the name.
Respect the name.
And yeah, I mean, it's just not for me. I mean, I didn't hate it. I don't think it tasted
like I would
bad.
finish the can. It's not something I would like.
Right.
Try and be like.
Yeah,
no.
like if it's that bad. Yeah.
But I was gonna go 5.3. So.
Oh, so we're in the same realm there.
Like,
okay.
It's not terrible.
No.
Like I would finish it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just like dump it out.
Right.
But I don't know if I'd like order another one.
I could tell you, I would definitely not order another one. I wouldn't. But another plus side is that I like the can itself too. I like the font. I like. I just like everything about it. I do. All right, we're gonna.
Looking at the flag made me think of
Oh, I know what you're about to say.
that show.
Yeah, what show?
Medieval Times. I've never been there. But
wait, what? Whoa. Oh, wait. Like, not TV show.
No, like the dinner place.
All right.
I feel like that might actually pair well with like a giant turkey leg.
That's a great point.
Like if I was eating and I was like in that environment, like it'd probably be, I don't know. I feel like it'd work. It would work in a certain audience. Like if I was eating a giant turkey leg and like.
Yeah.
Some foods, like that smokiness would just kind of like, okay.
Do they serve beer at Medieval Times?
I think so.
I've
never been.
What?
But I want to go.
It's sick.
But I want to dress up. I want to do the whole thing.
I
want to dress up. The Queen's Gambit. Like I'm gonna be in there.
Shout out to my cousin Samantha. She goes to like these like festivals and things where it's like
Renaissance fair?
Yeah, the Renaissance. She eats it up. She dresses up and everything. She goes to Medieval Times and shit like that. Dresses up. I think we gotta go. So like you root for a team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they serve beer there, but they definitely should. And you eat good. You eat good there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't believe you've never been.
No. And the one time I was supposed to go, like all of last minute, the people I was going with, someone got called into overtime. It was like never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. It's not gonna work today. And then I tried to go right before COVID.
Yeah, and then
shut down.
Yep. Yep. Wow. Yeah, it's weird. Like at this point, like I feel like everyone has
5.3, but with the turkey leg, maybe it's a 5.7.
Yeah, maybe. I think a revisit has to happen with food.
Mm-hmm. Like actually
see if it pairs. Yeah, like
just giant.
Without a doubt. Yeah, I can't believe you've never been to Medieval Times. I can't believe that. That's like a childhood staple for me. I went there for school field trips and I went there for camp field trips. It was a popular spot.
It was all about it.
At least in the freehold realm. Like it was just.
We went to DC and Point Pleasant. We had like a weekend DC trip in 8th grade.
In DC? Did you go?
Washington, DC.
Yeah. Did you like? And what did you go to the museum and everything?
Monuments, the museum.
Yeah.
We had our whole 8th grade formal dance.
I mean, at DC in DC, that's really
we
cool.
Got hotels. Everybody got to we stayed overnight. It was
what?
So cool.
Wait, this is middle?
8th grade, right before high school.
I mean, my school didn't want to spend that money. on that.
we all paid. Like you had to pay for it. It was expensive. It was not cheap.
Yeah.
It was like hundreds of dollars, I think.
Really?
Yeah, but our high school used to take people to Italy. Like, they did like whole trips.
Yeah. Well, as far as high school goes, there were some
but your
trips.
graduating class was like 1 million people.
Was it?
Yours. Not mine.
Oh, well,
Freehold's
yes.
huge, I heard.
No, township is huge. I think township is bigger than Freehold borough, but township was big.
I think our graduating class was like 230, maybe. I think there was like 400 or 500 people in the whole school.
We were way more than that. I think I gave you a number last time, but
Yeah.
I think that, not that I was over exaggerating it, but it was a lot more. I don't know if my number was like factual though. I would have to look it up what my graduating class was, but it was a lot of people.
Did your graduation do it in alphabetical order?
Yes.
Or height order?
No. What?
Oh, ours did it in height order, so that the people, like the short people, weren't like stuck in the back where you couldn't see them.
Oh.
So they did it in height order.
That's kind of smart.
The whole last row was all just like the really tall girls.
Right.
Shout out to me and the last row.
Oh, so were you in the last row? Yeah.
Yep, me, a couple girls that I was like friends with, a couple girls I played sports with, like
Yeah.
all of us just really tall girls.
Yeah.
We ran out of tall guys. Like the whole last row was just girls.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that strategy.
It was fine. Like I was cool because I could see over everybody. Like I can imagine if there was like a 5'2" person behind me, they'd be like,
No, it makes sense.
"What's happening?"
Right. It makes sense, but there's also the part of where it's like,
I also think we just had like way more girls than guys anyway.
oh really?
So they did do like girl guy mostly alternating through the whole thing until they ran out.
Yeah.
Because we had like a couple guys that were like, you know, over 6 foot.
Yeah.
A handful.
Did you guys have a good basketball team? That was more of a joke than an actual question.
Follow our basketball players. I know there was a couple. I know we had better wrestlers.
Freehold was good with wrestling too. We were also like decently good with football too, and no football, yeah. But when we started reaching our senior year, things kind of started.
I was more into playing the sports than following it. Like I rarely
Me
went
too.
to football games. I think I went to like 2 basketball games the whole time I was in high school.
When I was in high school, I the only games I really went to.
Like homecoming game.
Yeah.
It's like that's it.
Yeah. No, really. That was really it.
Our
That was
football
really it.
games in Borough were like a huge thing. Like everybody used to go to the football game. Oh,
Well, I'm
are you
sure-
going tonight? I was like,
Yeah. But
yes.
I'll be honest with you, I'm sure it was like that at Township too, for the more social aspect. I just wasn't social back then. You know, like I just
It's so weird. I can't picture you not social.
If I saw myself now, if I was back in high school seeing myself now, I'd be like, holy shit. Like I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm excited.
I'm gonna do okay.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like it
Yeah,
was
I know.
different. It was different in that sense. But I
Same thing though. If I had the confidence I have now,
yeah.
back in high school, I don't know where I'd be in life right now.
Right.
I'd be a totally
No, same here.
because I like never used to want like I had my core group of friends and like
That was me too.
that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't care for like to try to get in with the popular people.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, like, the thing with me is I don't have really a problem with anybody.
Yeah.
So I do like
You
everybody.
just get along.
Yeah,
You can-
right.
You can handle like the many different temperaments of people.
Oh, sure. There's that different attitudes, personalities, whatever whatever. But the thing was, and I don't want to call it a problem, but it was just that I was shy. So, I wouldn't call that a problem. It just was growing up, like, sort of thing. But I agree with you. Like, if I had the personality, confident, this, that, and the other thing back then, it's like, yeah, we're, like...
Where would I have ended up?
Yeah, yeah. But I put that in a good way, though.
Yeah.
Like,
I
a really great way.
But I think it's also, it's like a catch-22, almost. Like, I don't think I would be who I am now if I didn't live through
Without a doubt. Without a doubt. I think without a doubt.
Everything
It's almost like you
led
wouldn't...
me to this, so.
Yeah. It's not almost like it is. Like, I wouldn't change anything for that matter. Like, it's like a live and learn
No, there's a couple
sort of
people I
thing, and
probably just would've
experiences.
not dated.
Wait, what?
There's a few people I would have just Maybe even like don't.
Oh, right.
don't take that.
Yeah. Right.
Don't
Yeah.
go through the heartache. Save yourself. You're 16. You don't want to be crying over a boy like that.
But would you say that it was a good age to do that?
No.
Why?
I just wish that I would have known like that wasn't the end of the world. Like it robbed me of so many more happy moments I could have had over something.
Sure.
Like in the end of everything.
Yeah,
was so minuscule.
I get that, but now
Some people are meant to be a chapter in your book. Some people are meant to be a page, and that's it. I wish those pages I didn't give the power to like make a bigger moment than they should have been.
Sure. Okay. I
Hindsight's
understand. I understand that absolutely. But still, it's the experience of it and learning lesson of it, though. Mm-hmm. Like you wouldn't be who you are now without those moments, sort of deal.
Yeah.
And not just moments, like periods of your life. Yeah. So, you know, it like, at the end of the day, it's no regrets. No regrets, you know?
Some regrets. I stand by it. Some of them I'm like, okay. I could have done without it. You know, because it's just like repeat things. Like things that like, oh, I've already dated someone like this. I already went through it. I didn't need to date 4 people that were the same way.
I mean,
fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 4 times. This shame is still on.
I mean, I
it's still my fault for letting it happen.
Listen, it might take a couple times to live and learn. That's all. No, that's it.
Sometimes you gotta learn the hard way.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's nothing wrong with that either. We're gonna move on to our third beer until we move on to our segment. Our game segment. This is the Banks Pale Lager. Is it lager or lager? I would say it's lager, right? Would you say so?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever had anybody call it the other word.
Lager. I just like I think I've said that a couple times on the pod, just because. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of how it's spelled, you know, in a different. Anyway,
I think it's still lager.
I am so I'm actually gonna check the ABV here before I look at my facts. Okay, this one's accurate. We got an ABV alcohol percentage of 4.7. The brewery is obviously Banks Barbados Brewery in St. Michael. Guess where?
Is it not Barbados?
Barbados.
Okay. It's like, is this a trick question?
Yeah, it's Barbados. The style, it's a...
5 minutes ago, I told you I'm geographically challenged, and you're like, guess where it is.
The style is a pale lager. The food pairing. This pale lager style beer is best paired with barbecue and Italian foods. In particular, fish or pork, and also goes great with earthy style cheeses such as, never heard of these 2 cheeses, Camembert and Fontina.
I think it's Fontana.
Fontana?
Maybe.
I haven't heard.
Expert, but I've heard of the second one. The first one
curious to try them. I mean, I want to try. I'm not a big cheese guy, but when it comes to like a charcuterie board,
pork, all I could think of is like pulled pork, or like some pork
like
belly.
Barbecue. Like that's what. Yeah.
Now I want to taste it. 'Cause I'm like, let's see, let's see if it holds up.
So honestly, like just from the label, it looks like a like your typical beer of
like a Modelo or something.
Barbados. Yeah,
it's just gonna be, that's like their
this is their commercial beer. Like that's what this looks like. And then we'll leave off with the fun fact: this brewery secured the responsibility as the local bottler and distributor of Guinness.
Ooh.
Yeah. In Barbados.
Yeah.
Right. So
I think Guinness is still rocking itself.
Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. But they hold a lot of responsibility. They're holding the hammer here, you know?
They're holding the hammer.
I kind of think of it as like, with great power holds great responsibility. Comes great responsibility. I'm sorry. I said that wrong.
This is the ASMR segment of...
Yes. ASMR.
I'm like pouring a full glass every time.
Yeah, all right. I'll match you. Call me out. All right.
There's a reason why they're shaped like this.
This is true.
You gotta get.
I like these glasses a lot.
They're cute.
Yeah, they're nice. Nice sample. Like, obviously more than a sample, but nice sample glasses. Yeah.
Tasting glasses.
Cheers.
Your face.
I say yaman to this. You want to know why?
Yeah.
It's good. I like it a lot.
It kind of like, the flavor kind of felt like it like switched.
Yeah.
Like I took a sip and then like it changed a little bit.
But
But
it
like
took,
in a good
it took
way.
your
Like, it took
taste
me on,
buds
like,
like in a
little-
ride, like
yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Like it took me on like a little adventure.
Yeah.
Like, But like it didn't get worse. Like it just was like, ooh.
Oh no,
it's just
definitely not.
getting better.
I like this a
Like
lot.
very. I feel like it's like really well rounded.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
Like that's when I would be like, yep,
Yeah.
another round. Let's get a pitcher.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Let's get a pitcher. Let's go bowling.
Yeah.
Let's just have a good time.
You want to know what's funny? Like, you say pitcher, I immediately think of bowling. Immediately think of
A
bowling.
beer tower, bowling.
Yeah. Like, literally. Actually, when you say beer tower, I think of this place called, what was it called? City Park or something like that. Something in, like, Union, New Jersey, where I went to school. Kane. The beer towers there were the best.
Wait,
It was
Keen? Or
Kane. Don't say Keen. I take a little. You get a little touchy with that. It's Kane.
Kane, but it's spelt
Kean. Yes.
like mean with a K, but you don't call it Maine.
No, you don't. I
Maine, Kane University, Kane Brewing, Kane
and E. Like, that's really what it should have been called.
Traditional spelling.
Yeah, traditional spelling indeed. I don't know why they
Kane.
pronounced it like that, but I do. I actually do get like.
Come at me. It's Kane
Yeah.
University.
Yeah, and I'm with them. Fuck you.
They're like, where'd you go to college? Like, touche. Professor.
I do get a little.
Touchy. Oh, yep.
I get mad at that.
Like the hair on the back of your neck just stood up like an angry dog.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
And I get it, but like, I don't know. Makes me think that like, oh, I guess you've never heard of this awesome college. No, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
And like if that's a university and you have a college level learning experience, I guess you have to know how to pronounce it right.
Well,
Just-
to be
it just
fair, if you
doesn't
say
line up with the rest of-
Kean, I mean, I announced it Kane for the whole freshman year.
Yeah.
Until I realized, or found out for that matter.
You called it Keen,
Yeah.
and then they're like, no, it's Kane.
I forgot who told me that,
And
but
you're
yeah.
like, have you seen how it's spelled? Is
Yes.
it a typo?
Yes.
Everything?
Right. but it wasn't like made as big, like for some reason it wasn't made as big of a deal like at the actual school. Like some people already knew it was Kane. And then there were the people that went to the school and was like, "Oh, I go to Keene." And it didn't really matter to people,
Like
but
can
that
come
kind of
down to,
matters
like,
to
an
me.
accent thing, though.
An accent
Like
thing?
Coffee. I don't know how to say it any other way. but
Yeah,
I know
right.
Other people will just trash me on. Oh, you sound like you're from New Jersey.
How about when I say it? Ready? Coffee.
Coffee.
Right? Is that
Yeah.
the right way?
And
That's
people are
right.
like, coffee, water, like the traditional way some people speak up here. But like Kane. I feel like if
Yeah,
you
but
just
that's
have,
a
like, heavy
big difference. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I think it's a big
Yeah,
difference.
because no one walks around saying you're so Maine. You're so Maine
Right,
to me.
right. No, No, definitely
You're
not.
so lame.
That's like a
That
whole...
guy at the gym is so lame. No, he's clean.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I don't
Like,
know.
that's
I
a
don't teach
big
English.
difference in, like, pronunciation. If that's even the right word.
Bagel.
Like, I swear to God, if I ever...
You say boggle?
Yeah, boggle, like, if I ever heard someone
Like
say
a
that.
bagel.
Or yeah.
I just say bagel. I don't know why I said it like that.
I was like, oh.
Bagel.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the word.
That's the word. That's the word right there. I don't know.
You were in a fraternity at the Kane University.
At the Kane University. But yeah. Doesn't exist anymore. But that's okay. We're a legend there now. We're like the ghost.
Fraternity doesn't exist?
Yeah, my fraternity doesn't exist anymore. Or at least for a decade. I'm not kidding.
Like they're not allowed.
Yeah, they got in trouble.
And in other news, Kane University.
They got in trouble. But to be fair, we were a fraternity. We were the bad boys of the school. Like we always got in trouble.
This is how much I like it. I'm topping off.
We were, there you go. We were the troublemakers.
It didn't even make it to the side of the table.
Good. Well, honestly,
I would do that with the first one too.
Yes, but not the other one. No.
I mean, like I said, though, I would finish it, but I have so many other options right now. So I'm like,
yeah,
I don't need to.
Yeah.
But like, drink it.
It's really good.
Buy the pitcher.
It almost has...
That would become like a barbecue beer. I'd throw that in the cooler.
Absolutely. Like, it's not tangy, but it's like tangy. Does that make sense? Like, it has that fireworks, like, sparkly feel to it without being a bubbly sort of thing. Does that make sense? Like, that's how I look at it. Or taste it, anyway. And honestly, if this is
like
Barbados...
a whole experience in your mouth.
Yeah. It's
not
good.
Just a drink. Like it's like giving more than just flavor. It's like there's like other sensations going on.
Oh, yeah. I think there's lightness to it. I think it also packs a punch. I think it's good flavor.
Yeah, I like this one a lot.
If this is Barbados's like commercial beer, like...
And I was like kind of like, because I don't love the presentation.
Yeah, agreed. And that's why I said commercial beer, because most commercial beers in the U.S. are pretty basic, right?
Yep.
So I 100% agree with you
like
with
if
that.
they marketing, like just upped the marketing a little bit.
Yeah. But they might, like, who knows? They might not even need to over there.
Yeah, no, it sells itself. Like trying it.
Yeah.
I would get it again.
Like, this might be the top beer over there.
But it wouldn't be the beer that, like, if I'm walking in the aisle, I'm like, that's the one I'm going to pick out because it looks pretty.
Definitely not.
But now tasting it, I'd be like, yep.
This might be the last one I choose.
Yeah.
Like, really? I'm
it
not
doesn't
kidding.
even kind of look like a beer. Kind of like reminds me of like a...
It's like a root
like
beer.
A Worcestershire sauce. Or like a... like, it reminds me of like a... like some kind of like sauce label. Like it kind of looks like a Heinz ketchup bottle or like barbecue sauce.
I'll go with barbecue sauce. I don't know about a Heinz ketchup bottle.
Not ketchup, but like that kind of labeling. Like it's very. You know?
I see it as like a Stewart's root beer. That's how I see it. That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
I'm going high with this one. I haven't been recording our damn scores. Now I'm just realizing
writing them down?
Have not. I mean, I guess we'll go blind right now, but as I edit, they'll be recorded and edited in there. So we're going. So you got to remember.
Well, right now, so I could rattle them off.
Oh, you know yours and mine.
I think you said 8.2.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I did.
I said 7.6.
Yeah.
You said 5.4. I said 5.3.
All right. Then I will write them down. Tipopolis. All right. Topopolis. I gave it the 8.2.
Mm-hmm.
And you gave it
7.6.
7.6. All right. And then the Bellhaven. Wait. Bellhaven. This is bad. Like, I don't even like...
5.4 was you. 5.3 was me. Because we were both, like, around the literal...
Yeah, you're right. Off. You're right. Yeah. Okay. And then this one, the banks.
The banks we have yet to classify.
The banks, I'm going to go... It's really good. It's like it's like your typical beer you would drink. That's how I put it. But like a really good typical beer you would drink. So
or
I'm
like
not
Yingling, like something where it's gonna go well with the masses.
But I'll tell you what, I even think it's better than a Yingling.
No, yeah, flavor wise, I would
pick
that over Yingling
without a doubt.
I think it would, in that category where like when you go to a barbecue, if it's like Yingling or some other beer,
right? Like
gonna pick the Yingling. Like Yingling or Miller Lite.
Yingling.
I don't know why I'm such a
you're a hater with Miller Lite. You're a hater with Miller Lite.
But like people are gonna pick Yingling. I think it's that kind of caliber. Like people would go back for a second, third.
Yeah. I'll go with your idea on that. I think it's the one I would pick up for a barbecue one, not almost every time. So I'll keep it in the realm of the 7s because I think there are
keeping it under the Topopolis?
I am. I do like the Topopolis. Even though this is really good. Maybe all right, you know what? You're making me feel bad now.
No. It's your decision.
You're skewing it. You're skewing it.
Trying. But maybe pull those 2 bottles at the end of this. We'd taste them against each other.
Good idea. Right now, I'm going to go high 7s with a 7.9.
Okay.
All right. It's not reaching the 8s because I consider it a regular beer to drink. Like a 7, in my opinion, is like a beer that, I'll drink again. Like convenient, like not conveniently, like commonly drink again in a social setting at someone's party. If it reaches an 8 or higher, it's like, I like this. I like this a lot. Like, if I see that there, it's like, all right, maybe I should take a couple of these with me before they run out at the party. Sort of deal. What do you got for this one?
I was going to go 8.3.
Okay. There you go.
Because it's something that I could easily think, like, I'd put in a pitcher and drink it bowling, and that would be, like, a good night.
Absolutely. Agree.
It doesn't feel like it's something that I'm going to get, like, knocked on, you know, my booty. But
yeah,
I'll be able to, like, I feel like I could drink them casually longer and, like, be happy about it.
Well, I 100% agree with that.
Like, the longevity of my day would be, like, that could be, like, a good day drinking.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I was at the St. Patrick's Day Parade and...
Or on a beach.
It
is Caribbean.
I could do it on a beach.
Yeah.
Floating in a pool.
Oh, yeah.
Hitting a lazy river somewhere.
Yes, that sounds ideal.
Like a little floating cooler behind me.
That's a good idea, too. Yeah. Absolutely. I like that.
I feel like it just can go in many different scenarios. It's like a multi-audience thing.
Yeah, it's ideal for many settings. Yeah, absolutely.
That's why it's like a little bit, I don't know, higher for me because I can take this anywhere and not.
I like your value in that for that, and I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. We're gonna go with our language game now.
Okay.
All right, we're 3 deep right now.
Yeah.
And we're going to go with our language game. So, we're not going to go counting points or anything like that. This is just going to be a fun little non-competitive game here. We thought, because this is the international craft beer taste testing, we're going to go with 3 words we found on the internet that are in a different language, and we gotta basically figure out what they mean. So, for instance, Sarah's gonna give me a word in another language. I'm gonna have to guess what it means, maybe with some hints. because I feel like this is going to be quite difficult. But they're also fun words too, in a sense as well. So, would you like to go first, or would you like to say a word first, or would you like me to say a word first for you to guess?
I can try.
Go ahead. Oh, for me to say?
I'll say it.
Okay.
With the, warning that I don't speak really any other languages. If I butcher it, I'm sorry. I respect, and I think there's something so beautiful about all of these other languages.
Yeah.
I just cannot say that I was ever classically trained in anything other than
right. This is going with the most effort in trying to pronounce your language's words.
You don't want to know.
I don't want to know anything at first. I just want the word first.
Le vieux.
Le vieux. Mm-hmm. All right, so I think we should get two guesses, right? Mm-hmm. So the first guess is blind, just from hearing the word, and then after a hint or two. Are you guessing
the word, or are you guessing the language first?
Oh, well, I think you should definitely tell me the language. I was gonna tell you the language,
okay.
Yeah. So, what is that?
It is French.
Okay. All right, my blind guess. Le vieux. Right? La vieux. Mm-hmm. Lavish. No. Anywhere close?
No. You want a hint?
Yeah.
It stands for all of mine. They do have to do with beer.
Okay.
I did keep it in theme.
Okay. Yeah, I have a couple in theme too. It has to do. I would go aging of beer.
No.
What is it?
Yeast.
Okay. That's what it means. That's the word. Yeast. It means yeast. Okay, cool. All right.
Because, I explained to you before, fermentation is almost the same
right.
in every language. So technical words were harder because I'm it's all the same. Beer is beer in a lot of languages. But yeah, le vieux.
All right. Are you ready for one of mine? We'll go back and forth. All right. This might be the easiest one I could pronounce here. Schnapsity. Okay, this is German.
Oh God.
All right. I won't give you a hint yet. I'll give you a blind guess, but then I'll give you a hint after your first guess. Schnapsity.
I don't know.
You know what? I got a good idea with this
because I don't know where you.
Yeah. So
started off I went all on par words.
So I think I have a good idea of how we should move forward with this game. I think we should, how it's it's some sort of game show where they're
in a sentence?
Yes, exactly. So that's what we'll do right now.
Context. Okay.
In context. All right. So in an English sentence using this word. Okay.
You're not gonna rock out a whole German sentence.
No. Okay.
Is it gonna be too obvious then?
Maybe. I'm trying to think. Well, maybe not.
What's it if you had to categorize it?
If I had to categorize it,
is it an adjective, a verb, a noun?
That's even hard to. Okay. The hint. I'm just gonna give you a hint. Mm-hmm. The hint is crazy idea. That's almost giving it. That's almost half the answer, but where the crazy idea came from. I'll put it that way.
Like an epiphany?
No. You want me to tell you?
Can you use it in a sentence?
Yeah. How the hell did you think of that? That must have been a schnapsity. And don't know if I really used that right either. But it kind of makes sense to me right now.
Kind of.
Like, how the hell did you think of that? Like, schnapsity.
Like poppycock.
Oh, yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
You have to tell me.
It's ideas and it's German. Ideas and plans so ludicrous that they must have been conceived while drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. So schnapsity. Schnapsity.
That sounds like a real word or like a slang.
It could be slang. It might be slang. Yeah.
Schnapsity.
Schnapsity. It's my favorite one. I think. Actually, I think I have an actual favorite one here. But all right, go ahead.
It is the next one's lupolo.
Okay.
And it is Spanish origin.
Lupolo. You loco. You loco when you're drunk. No?
That would be loco.
You're right.
No. I'm trying to think of how I could put it in a sentence. Some people don't like when their beer has a lot of lupolo.
Okay. It's almost like
Specifically IPAs, people always complain if it has too much
hops.
lupolo.
Hops.
Yep.
It's hops?
Yep. Hops.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, good.
That's the Spanish
Kind of
for hops.
you that was a softball to me. But I'm glad I got it though. Very good. Very good. I'm still proud of myself for that. Very good. All right. Mine.
Would you have got it if I didn't say IPA?
No, probably not.
That was the...
Yeah, that
Teed it up
was
for
a
ya.
softball. Yeah. Well, I mean, and then you even went even further with some people aren't a fan of it because of this. Hops, yeah.
Too hoppy.
Too hoppy. Yeah. All right, mine next one. Feestvarken. Feestvarken, which is Dutch. All right, so I'll give you a hint right off the bat. So the first part of the word.
Feestvarken.
Feestvarken. Feast. So maybe the way I'm pronouncing it won't sound familiar to the actual word of it, but like instead of saying feast, how else would you say feast? Like with that E. Like how else would you pronounce it?
Feist?
Close. Close.
Fest?
Yes. Okay. So think that.
It's like festival?
Okay. Yeah. Yep. That's where I was trying to lead you there. Yeah.
But that's not the word.
It's not. No, it's not the word.
We're getting
It's not
closer.
the word, but you're getting way closer to that. You're in the right realm. Yeah. So I'll give you one more hint before I tell you.
Festival. What's the hint?
That was the hint.
Wait, the look.
That was it. I'm
The look
I'm
was-
not expecting you to get it, but I'm expecting you to like kind of like get in the realm of it. No pressure.
No pressure. But I'm trying to telepathically tell you with no words that it is something with a festival and a look.
Well, when you think festival, like what is a festival?
Depends what kind.
True.
Like, are we talking
Rave.
ultra? Like,
Yeah. What is it?
It's a party.
Yeah. Okay. So you like got half right there. But it's like a little bit more specific with that.
Is it like a beer festival?
No.
Or
It's still very broad. So well, the term Feestvarken, it means party pig. Okay, that is the actual term for it. But it means...
I was supposed to get that off of festival.
Well, yes. Listen. I tried to lead you towards the right direction there. So, so what party pig means for them is someone who's in honor, right? That a party is being thrown for them.
Like the birthday boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so Feestvarken is like
Feestvarken. It means you're the party pig.
you're the party pig.
Yeah.
Like you're the celebratee.
Yes. Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
I like that one a lot too.
I like that word.
Yeah.
Feestvarken. I'm gonna use that for
Feestvarken.
my birthday.
Yeah. Yeah. Make it the theme. Make it a
The
banner.
Feestvarken.
Make it a banner for your
Just my
Instagram post. Yeah. Yeah. Go
That's
ahead.
so funny that you did Dutch.
Why?
Because I also did a Dutch word.
Oh, yes, that's right. And I was worried that it was going to be the
It's
same
not
one.
that one.
Okay. All right. All right.
No, it is poofin.
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 It is Dutch.
Okay.
And it is something that the Feestvarken might do
Okay.
with their beer.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm that like, but even before you said that, like, poofin, it also almost rhymes with, I believe it's a term called bluefin.
Tuna?
No. Which
No,
I believe
so
means,
serious. No.
which I believe means bluefin or bluffin. I could be totally wrong, but I believe, if I recall right, it's when you like funnel beer like up your ass. I swear to God.
Not where I thought you were going.
I swear to God.
Boofin?
Yeah, boofin. I think that's what it is. Or boofin?
I mean, boofin is when you like hide things in your
Oh, that's what it is.
your posterior cavity.
Yes, you're right.
Mostly used for things where you're trying to get paraphernalia into places.
Yeah. Yep. That's where I knew it from. That's where I knew it from.
They don't know it from experience. I just know it from the television.
Yeah. I don't know what it means. What does it mean?
See, you were close. Like, I thought you were getting close to there because you said the funneling.
Yeah.
And then you brought it to the back door. And I was like, nope, too far.
So is it
Close to funneling. It's probably like that'd be like a sister to the to what's happening, to the verb.
okay? I'll go
Like if someone was to hide a Smirnoff Ice
where would they hide it?
and you found it, you were surprised with one, what are you supposed to do?
Oh, like a Smirnoff Ice. You like go on one knee and chug.
Poofin.
That's what it means.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. That's a good one. That is a good one. All right, I'm going to say my third one, and then we're going to take a quick break because I really need a piss.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is French. Chanteur and yogurt. It almost sounds like yogurt, but it doesn't have the G.
It's like a whole phrase, not just a word.
It's like 3 parts of a word.
It's all one word.
No.
That means one word?
Yeah. Yep. It means one term. Well, it means one definition of something. Yeah. Do you want me to just tell you?
No. Wait. A hint?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the chanteur chant, right? So that's a hint right there, but it's also something that I do quite frequently when I don't want to feel left out when a certain song is on. Or a couple songs, doesn't matter what song I'm not familiar with, to fit in, to fit with the crowd.
You do this to fit in with the crowd?
Yeah.
And it has to do with chanting?
Kinda. I probably shouldn't have started with that, but it's more or less more of the not wanting to feel left out, not knowing a song that everyone else knows.
You just like fake it till you make it?
There you go. So it's basically to sing made
Humming
up
along,
words
yeah.
or sounds when you don't know the lyrics to a song.
Yeah, you know
I
what
do that a lot.
No. If I'm like just vibing out and I'm like, oh yeah, like I'll try to listen to at least like a chorus or something to get some words, and then like when it gets to the parts where I'm like, I don't know it.
There you go. Great strategy. Great strategy.
I don't know the words,
And I'm sure I've done that sometimes too. But I like want to fit in so much that I will. Like, it's so loud at festivals. It's like they don't know what the fuck you're saying. Mm-hmm. It's like as long as like you go with the rhythm and everything,
just match the beat.
Yeah, I think you still fit in. Yeah. Very hard segment, but I liked it. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Yeah. We're gonna move on to our last 3 beers, but first we're taking a piss break real quick. We got 3 beers left to try out. So these are the ones now that I picked out. So this first one is a risky one because it's a stout, which not that I can't stand stouts, I'm just not a fan of stouts. And even worse about this beer is that it includes, they always say leche when it comes to milk flavored beers. They say leche. So this is one of them. Why is it a leche included beer? It's because it's called Chucky Larms, okay? To explain that to the people that didn't have a childhood, it's basically a rendition on Lucky Charms. So obviously it's a cereal-based beer, and, of course it's going to have some sort of milk-flavored thing to it. This is the can right here.
Pretty.
Yeah, it is a nice can too. It's like very simple but nice.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. With
a cereal bowl.
Yeah.
Right on it.
We're gonna go with some fun facts here. We got, oh boy, ready for this? Now I gotta double check again, and this is true. This is for real. Okay, so the ABV, the alcohol percentages. This is the highest alcohol ABV rating of the night, 9.1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is weird for a flavored one like this, in my opinion. The brewery, Low Gill Brewing Company, in Silgo, Ireland. We got an Ireland beer here. Well, and for Chucky Larms, Lucky Charms, it kind of makes sense that they did this, right?
It's March, and St. Patrick's Day is around the corner.
Without a doubt, right? The style, Imperial Milk / Sweet Stout. In fact, on the can itself, it says Imperial Marshmallow Lucky Charm Milk Stout. The food pairing. There was no food pairing on the website, but what I noted, in my own opinion, was that didn't have notes on food pairings, but can only assume one would pour this into their Lucky Charms cereal instead of milk. In parentheses, if you're a sick fuck. So, yeah, right. Like, I don't know if that would taste good.
I've had, back in the party days, there was that loopy vodka. I forget who it's by. Pinnacle, maybe. Loopy, but if you mixed it with milk, it tasted like you're drinking the bottom of a fruit, Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, right. You finish the cereal and then drink the milk
that's
after.
That's what it tasted like.
Well,
and that's what this is reminding me of. Yeah, is it going to taste like the bottom of my bowl of cereal?
I mean, in a sense I do, but you bring up Pinnacle and that's when I'm yeah, I hope it doesn't.
It was good. It was surprisingly a tasty shot. I'd never think to put milk in a shot, but it was
I'll tell you what,
it might be 3 Olives. I can't remember. I just know it was one of those random
where it has a lot of flavors.
A bunch of flavors.
Yeah, right. I've had only bad experience with Pinnacle.
Pinnacle bubblegum. Not a good one.
Never had that one, but I've had other powerful flavors with them. Oh no, man.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
You look so excited already.
Yeah, I don't know. The fun fact, this was founded in 2016. Well, the brewery was founded in 2016, which restored the lost tradition of brewing in Silgo Town that once hosted 5 breweries. So they brought it back. They're keeping the dream alive.
It's a newish.
This is the least least I'm pouring of any of the beers we tried.
I really don't want to do it.
I don't know what it is with stouts. I don't know if they're just too strong for me, too dark. I think it might be a little bit of a combination of the two. Mm-hmm. I'm not crazy about them. Definitely not crazy about them. What are you trying to match it?
Trying to get a better head.
Yeah. Scared to try this one. Mm-hmm. This is like the it's like the wild card I knew was coming. That's what this is.
That you picked.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, so far I'm like 2 for 3 on mine. Mine were solid choices.
I agree with that. You know what? I'll solidly agree with that.
All right,
absolutely.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do it. You hear my stomach growl there. It was like, oh no, don't do it.
Don't do it. Off the rip, I don't hate the flavor at the beginning.
Me neither.
And then it does taste.
Then it is a stout after.
I get like a hint of that marshmallow.
Okay.
Like a kind of like, yeah, I taste the cereal a little bit. And then it goes into like, there's the stout profile.
So I think I skipped the middle part that you said there.
Also just tried to crush it as soon as possible. Like you took the biggest sip you
So
could.
wouldn't I
savor it?
Oh, okay.
Like
I see what you're saying.
It was like just like a gulp, like done. Like I tried to like sip it and like let it kind of permeate in there. Yeah. Me and my multi-syllable words. Sorry. I'm meaning to use that word.
All right, let's go with one more set.
It's like very faint, but I do kind of even like swallowing my saliva after like the hint of like marshmallow, like almost stale Lucky Charms marshmallows, but like
See, I'm not even tasting marshmallow at all. I'm going very sweet in the beginning, and then it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is a stout. Like this is pure stout. With that said, and not being the biggest fan of stouts, this might be the best stout I've tasted.
I was gonna say I'm not a stout girl at all. Like I avoid them like the plague.
Yeah, me too.
I don't hate it.
No.
I was fully going into it thinking I'm not gonna like this.
Right.
And my face probably also doesn't look like I like this, but it's not like the more it sits in my mouth, I'm like, I don't hate it.
I actually don't hate it at all. I like the sweetness.
Surprised by it.
Yeah, I like the sweetness of it, and I don't think most stouts are missing that. I just think the more prominent flavor of a stout is the stout factor, not the sweetness of it. Like that, it's like the other way around with this, and it's good. It's good.
Surprising.
I wish I was tasting more of the marshmallow flavor like you are.
I'm getting it.
Or maybe I'm just not noting. Like I don't know.
But I also like let it sit, which is probably why my face is gonna look like I don't like it. But I'm like letting it like sit
right
in my mouth before I swallow.
Yeah.
Like I'm letting it like get in there, hit all the sectors of my tongue.
Yeah. This has to be probably the most enjoyable stout I had. I've had stouts on this podcast, off the podcast, where they sucked, in my opinion. They just sucked. And meanwhile, it's amazing to stout lovers. And
no, yeah, even on the back end, I still get like the hint of marshmallow.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't get that.
No.
But I also like.
Maybe that's what I mean by sweetness. Maybe that is the same thing I'm tasting. I don't know.
No, because the profile in the beginning of it, like the flavor off like the first sip, like when it first hits the palate, it's like definitely sweeter.
Yeah.
And it gets to like the more, I don't want to like say fuller, but like a fuller kind of feeling, and then I just get like a hint of marshmallow.
Wow.
And then the traditional kind of like stout feeling.
I'm missing that middle factor there. Man. Well, with all that said, I'm going to go, well, let's go back to our scores here, and I'm going to reference it off that. I'm just going to call this one Lucky Charms.
Chucky Larms.
Yeah. All right. I'm going wow. You know what? Yeah. I'm going a 7.6.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That high.
That high.
That's
Meanwhile,
impressive for
in
not being a stout guy.
yeah.
Mhm.
And in reference, the Banks, the last one we tried, which we both enjoyed a good amount, I gave that a 7.9, so it's pretty close to that.
Mm-hmm. I was going to go 6.8.
Okay.
Because it's something that it's delightfully surprising.
Yeah.
But
That's
it's
why.
still not something where I'd like, oh, you know what? I'm going to drink 3 or 4. It'd be like, oh, you know what? Kind of like a dessert wine. I'm
Exactly.
gonna have like one.
And that's what I'm.
But I'm going to have like one.
Yes, and that's how I'm looking at it, and that's why that would be the purpose of drinking it, just that one.
Yeah.
And for that, I think
Like
it's
after
great.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Have my nice little sweet full stout and head up to bed.
Yeah, exactly. It's good.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I'll put it on record. My favorite stout right now. Chucky Larms.
I'm pleasantly surprised.
Absolutely. We're gonna move right along here.
Yeah.
But I think we should wash this out because this is a strong
Very
fucking beer.
distinctive taste.
Probably should drink there we go. Yeah, I'm majorly surprised by that one. Really.
I can't believe you went that high.
I'm surprised I went that high too.
I thought you were gonna go high sixes. I didn't know you were gonna branch into the sevens.
Well, I went into the sevens because I never really appreciated a stout as much. Ever. Ever. Yeah. And I put it that high because
it had that kind of effect on you.
Yeah, I think, not that I would really find that anywhere.
Yeah.
But if I was to get a stout in a store, it would be that or something very similar to that.
If you're going to like a themed party, it's stout night.
Yeah.
And you get to bring one. You get to bring your favorite.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's it. All right. This is the next one we're trying out. This is the Madala Premium Light. So you got one that looked like the commercial brand of that country, right? Mm-hmm. And I basically did the same. So here we go. The ABV for the Madala Light, a 4 point... Oh, fuck. I gotta keep checking this. Uh-oh. We might have to go off my notes.
Why?
I'm not seeing it.
Is it on the side?
Unless it's on the top label of it?
4.2.
Is it? All right, so I was right. Okay, we're good there.
It's tiny font.
4.2 alcohol percentage. The brewery. This brewery is a pretty complicated name. Or pretty extravagant name. It starts with company. Company Cervecera de Puerto Rico. Cerveza. Damn. In yikes. Maya guys.
It's probably a town, a municipality.
In Puerto Rico.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Puerto Rican. Style, pale lager. Food pairing. This pale lager style beer is best paired. It's the same thing I said before. Actually, the website said the same thing with this, with barbecue and Italian foods, with fish or pork. Great with earthy cheeses as Camembert and Fontina. The fun fact with this, The brewery's production process is a result of its skilled staff and state-of-the-art technology that have positioned Cerveza as one of the leading companies in Latin America and the Caribbean. So it's a big deal. It's a big name.
Like 90% certain that cerveza just means beer.
Means what?
Beer.
Oh, yeah?
Like más cervezas.
Oh. No, the more you know. I didn't know that.
I could be wrong. But I also, fun fact, I think I might have had this when I went to Puerto Rico.
Oh, really?
May. Because I'm pretty sure that was like something that like you could just get in the gas station. And,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
drink.
it looks that like that commercial regular
Like we had
beer for it.
Blue Moonlight Sky they had, and then like I think we got some of these too. I can't remember. I'll be able to tell you by the taste.
Yeah.
If I remember having it, but I think it was like because we went to the beach because I went there for a wedding, and it was wonderful. But we drank a lot of mas.
Destination weddings must be a lot of fun.
Oh my god, yes. It was one of my wine club friends.
Oh, very nice. So
Yeah.
a lot of fun then.
Shout out Haley.
There you go.
Y'all were great. The wedding was beautiful.
We're looking real light here.
Mm-hmm.
Like a real light.
Mm-hmm.
Not too foamy or anything that much either.
No.
Let's give this one a
It's
shot.
almost looking like a apple juice.
Yeah. Wow, you take pretty small sips.
Yeah, I don't.
I
make the whole thing go away. Call me out, Frank. No, it's just my mouth. I take small sips. Everybody makes fun of me. I also like have this weird thing, which I don't know if you'll pick up on the microphone, but like I swallow unusually loud.
I do sometimes too.
No, always. I don't know how to swallow any other way.
Okay.
People have brought it up in conversation. Like, are you choking?
I could kind of relate to that. When
No,
I was a little younger, I was drinking water like crazy, and I was next to my mom, and she's like, "Stop gulping so loud."
Mm-hmm.
And like I really like wasn't intentionally like gulping like that, but apparently it was loud. I didn't even notice.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I get told pretty frequently that I gulp very loud. And I'm like, I don't know how to like not do it. Like I'll try to like slowly sip or like slowly, and it just still happens. And I'm like, nobody ever taught me how to drink.
I guess
water, soda. Nobody taught me how to make it happen, but that's also like a thing, though. Like swallowing problems are like a
I'm sure it is
side effect of my condition. My condition.
I mean, you got to. What is it? Do you want to tell them? No.
About the MS.
Yeah.
Got slammed.
Yeah.
I mean, it is MS Awareness Month, so.
Oh, okay. There you
Shout
go.
out to swallowing problems is normal. I also have trouble with bagels.
Because the bread.
A bagel, like I can't swallow it.
Dry.
No matter how much I chew it, I just
Dry.
like, will choke. I choke on water too, but.
But it's with bread. Bread has to be hard.
Lots of things that people love to eat. Sometimes I'm like, and that's the fun part is like sometimes I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then like if I'm in like a pseudo flare or like a little spicy time of the month, I'll just have extra issues. But it's fine.
Prime time of the month for that.
No, it's not related to anything cycle wise.
Oh no, I wasn't saying that. Just when it happens.
It's just like if I get a cold or something like simple that could just like kind of set it off.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Oh yeah, it sounds.
Yeah. Light it up, immune system. We're having a good time. Fun fact: alcohol is bad for MS.
I mean, I'm not inflammatory. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't really think alcohol is too good for too long. I wouldn't say it is, but yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
That tracks. I swallow so loud.
I can't wait to edit this in here. Like, what is she talking? Like, right now, I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I'd be like, oh, no, I'm kidding.
You're just gonna leave in like the weirdest part of like. You're just gonna like hyper fixate on the sound of me swallowing.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm gonna make bank off of ASMR videos of
just me swallowing.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Hard gulp.
That's the goal. That's the goal right there. Yeah.
We didn't even rate that, and you're already pulling out the next beer.
I mean, it was good. Like for some weird reason, I'm getting pissed off that these beers from different countries that seem very commercial, like a Bud Light or whatever, are way better than a Bud Light and Miller Lite,
like
for that matter.
Drink. That's another
way
one I could
easier.
Pour into a pitcher and...
Way easier to drink, and it's good. And
that one's super light, crisp.
It is
refreshing. Like I could sit in the sun and roast.
And I don't know if that's like being like the total opposite of bias, where I'm just saying that because I've never tasted it before. It's different. Like it could be that. And Bud Light or Miller Lite or Corona, even for that instance.
I love Corona, though. Like I would put that next to a Corona. Like I'd throw both of those together in a cooler and be happy with either one. Like I'd be like, oh, roulette of whichever one I get, and I'll be happy.
I'm gonna give a really hot take out there right now. Corona's the worst of them all.
What?
Yeah. Like I consider most of those main distribution beer companies in America.
Do you do the lime though?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the lime, it's not that bad.
Hot take?
Yeah.
Like a little squirt of lime juice. You don't even need an actual lime. Just.
I don't even think. Yeah, that makes sense. But I consider most of all those type of beers piss beer, and
like
Corona is.
Keystone Ice, Natty Ice.
Well, I don't even put them in that category. They're like
even beer.
Yeah. Like it's almost water. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to disrespect Corona that much by putting those like Keystone or or Natty like in that same category. Corona is like I think
it's another,
and it's something I liked a lot back in the day. I think it's the worst of them all. It's all piss beer to me.
Yeah.
It's all piss beer to me.
You're older now. You have a more extravagant palate, so like it's very bland. But I think it's something I could just drink all day.
I don't know. Not for me. I don't think.
I also hit it with the lime. So.
I mean, if I was to, it would be with the lime as well. Otherwise, I probably I probably wouldn't drink it at all. Like if I did have it at a party or a barbecue without the lime. Be like, all right, I'll it's time to start drinking, like time to loosen up a little bit.
That's like a whole segment you could do, a whole podcast on just like beers with the garnish they're supposed to have versus without.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
Is it the same? Does it hit the same? Are you still gonna drink?
Yeah.
4 Coronas with no limes? Like I could handle a pitcher of Blue Moon with no orange all day. I'll still drink it.
Oh, me too.
But Corona, like if I don't have the lime, it's like something's missing.
Yeah, but that's a bad thing. That's a bad okay. that is a bad thing.
I'm selling it the wrong way.
It's not no, it is.
Corona
it is
at all. Then it's better than Corona.
Like a lot of people also say that if you can't have a beer room temperature and it doesn't taste good, like just in general, it's not a good beer.
Yeah.
And I believe that. I truthfully believe that because, Coors Light promotes their beers in commercials like have an ice cold
with the mountains blue.
Have it, yeah.
And everybody knows what it tastes like when the mountains ain't blue anymore.
And it's
silver bullets hit a little harder.
It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
In my opinion, at least.
Yeah.
It's.
I know people who swear by them. That they'll drink.
Oh, I do too. I do too.
All day, every day.
I do too.
I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I actually have a good amount of respect for people that drink Michelob Ultra. Mm-hmm. Because, in a sense, it almost doesn't mean much, but at the same time, it does. It's like, all right, you're like trying to be a little bit healthier, trying to be a little bit. You're trying to keep your
like
figure.
Those 80
trying to keep your
calories,
figure.
really.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it is true in a sense.
Like, give me the Sam Adams Winterfest. Like, give me whatever you have. I don't care about.
Yeah, I was at Moore's the other night. I was like, give me the Sam Adams seasonal. I was like, is it? And then me and the waitress said at the same time, is it Cold Snap? It's like, I know this way too well.
Is this what I wanted to be?
Yeah, like I barely drink Michelob Ultra, but I respect the people that do.
That's how I feel about Stella.
Stella's good too.
Because Stella's good, but there's like people who are like diehard, like that's what they're getting.
Oh yeah.
They go to the bar, they're gonna get a Stella, and I'm like, it's good. Yeah. I like it. I respect its game, but it's not something where I'm like, I'm joining the cheer squad to go.
No.
Like,
no.
Their cider's good. I'll give them that.
They pulled
the cider off well.
Yeah.
I dare say it's better than most ciders.
Like Angry Orchards. I don't even know what other ciders there are.
Strongbow.
Oh yeah, Strongbow. Yep.
Reds isn't really like a.
Oh
cider.
yeah,
it's like
Reds
apple
too.
Ale, but it's like.
I would consider that a cider.
But it's not.
It's in the same section.
But it's just because it has an apple in the bottom.
Well, right.
Like people don't think of that as a beer, but it's literally called an apple ale.
Yeah.
It's definitely more beer than cider.
Right.
But like, yeah, there's a couple of them. I got a bunch.
I'm not a big fan of ciders. I mean, I like alcohol ciders. I love
like
hot cider. Oh my god, the best.
From Delicious Orchards, get that. Put it in a crock pot.
Not even. I've never had it from Delicious Orchards. You live
right here.
I know. What? I know. But you want to know what? Want to know what's even better than that? In my opinion, like, so every Halloween. So in this whole development here, you go deep into this development, there's one house that is different from all the rest of these houses.
Yeah.
And it's the owner of the farmland that used to be here. They sold the land to make the houses here. And I guess a part of whatever deal, they had their house look different. It looks so nice, right? So, during trick-or-treating back in the day on Halloween, me and my boys would ride bikes to every house and everything like that. And we would always go to that house. It was never candy that they had. It was munchkins and hot or cold cider you could choose from.
Well, it's a different world now, though. Most people aren't letting their kids just go eat opened food from someone.
This is true, because it's a sick fucking world nowadays. But
also, like, open beverages. Like, you want to give my kid a Capri Sun? I'm 99% sure that it's going to be safe. It's a Capri Sun. Like, I doubt you're going to take the time to, like, needle puncture that, spike it, and tape it back together.
Well, think of it...
hot cider or munchkins, where it's just like...
Yeah. Agree.
Risky nowadays.
I see your perspective and reasoning for it. But,
Mom life.
Right. But... I mean, I would say...
I grew up in the generation we used to drink out of the hose, blah, blah, blah. Like,
yeah.
Germs are good, but, like, it's just weird now.
It's not just weird, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
I've seen the news stories of crazy shit going into candy and everything, right, and whatnot. Like, I've seen it.
I don't necessarily believe all of those, right? I think some of it's just, like, propaganda, almost, because, like, anybody who does... get edible candies of any kind of variety, they're expensive.
Yeah.
They're not just giving them out to kids. That's not like, I'd be more worried that, like, they're putting something easily accessible that's cheap. Like, you can get a gallon of bleach at the grocery store.
But put it in what?
In the cider.
Oh.
You're just getting hot or cold cider. Like, that's like a hearty flavor. I'm sure you could smell bleach, like, but not bleach, but something else that's, like, also just toxic.
Yeah.
You could easily hide behind the aromas in apple cider.
Yeah.
I would never do any of these things. These are just things that I'm paranoid about.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a sick world. My camera just died. So, we're going to rate this last one real quick and move on to this last one and call it a day.
Okay.
All right.
But now your whole face is gone.
No, my when I talk, I'll have the picture of me.
Just the picture.
This is the protocol for this. For this instance. All right. The Madala, right? Mm-hmm. That's what it was called.
Yep.
I'll give it... shit, man.
What?
I'll go around the Banks, but I think the Banks was better. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go a 7.7. 7.7. 2 points below the Banks for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think I do like 7.9.
All right. 7,
right? Because I did Banks, so I put it 8.
The Banks you did an 8.3.
Yeah. So like same kind of tone, right behind that.
Say your score again.
7.9.
7.9. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think we've had 2 beers that are in the very close same realm there. All right, last one. What?
Those ones are both kind of like the same thing though. Like yours, you put yours a little bit.
So it makes sense, right? Yeah. It does make sense with that. All right, last one we got the Bavik Super Wit. To explain some fun facts for it, the ABV, and is it there? Yeah. Wow, my notes were wrong here too from the website. Shit, halftime, goddamn. This is a 5.0 ABV. We gotta go a nice pour for this last one. Nice, wow. Beautiful. I wish the camera saw that.
You could just hold it out a little bit further.
Look at that. Yeah.
You just look at it.
Yeah. Just look at it. All right. ABV 5.4. The brewery. Might butcher it. De Bradandier Brewery in Harelbeke, Belgium. So we got a Belgian beer here. The style, a wheat ale. The food pairing, this wheat ale style beer is best paired with barbecue and Latin America cuisine, salmon, and also goes great with nutty style cheeses such as Asiago, Colby, and Parmesan cheese, and chocolate for dessert. The fun fact, this is a brewery that has extremely expanded over several decades, but still is a family business, as the 5th generation has taken over in 2013. This is one of the major independent breweries in Belgium, still being family owned, which is awesome.
I like the can.
Yeah, it is.
It says Belgian wheat beer, and then it says that in a bunch of different languages around it.
Does it? Mm-hmm. Let me see. Where?
In this top part.
Oh,
Cerveza Blanca Belga.
Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
I like that.
And, you know, just the can itself, like the logo and everything, very simple, but sometimes simple is good. Like, it looks like a promising, good tasting beer. Let's try this one out.
There you go, drinking the whole cup. Ooh.
But this time I didn't swallow it right away. What's been nice about this taste testing is that they've all been light for the most part, except for the stout. Yeah, actually just the stout. The stout was the heaviest thing.
The Scottish one wasn't light.
No.
It was definitely a fuller flavor, but it wasn't heavy.
Yeah, for a stout it wasn't heavy. The rest, though, really light. Really light. But, you know, this is the first one here. Oh, shit. This is the first one here that is a wheat ale. that we tried throughout the 6. And honestly, it doesn't. There's not much of a difference to me as far as like the like a pale, a pilsner or a pale lager.
Yeah,
I think they're all in the same realm there. I think this is good, but I'm not finding anything spectacular over it. I really wish that there was more of a tang, like some other flavor to it.
That's because I'm staring at the side of the can that's telling me notes of citrus and spice, and I'm like,
definitely no spice. Maybe the slightest thing of citrus.
But it's like maybe if I threw like a garnish in there, it would like liven it up.
But that's like cheating.
The spice I'm not getting.
Yeah, no, definitely not the spice. No. Maybe it definitely, I don't even think it would go well with spice. I think citrus definitely, like, maybe that's why it says it. Maybe throw a...
So I smell the spice.
Yeah?
I can smell spice, but I'm not, it's kind of like that. I'm not tasting what I'm smelling.
Yeah.
Like, it's like the Scottish ale, like, I'm not, like, I smell a different thing than what hit the palate.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's definitely not bad, but I just think... I actually think that this thing doesn't have the fairest shot being the last one and having so many other things similar to it. Like, I think we tried a good amount of beers tonight similar to this that we started wanting to... We were wanting to taste something different.
Set higher, and it's just kind of...
That, and we want something different, too. And it's a little... too much the same. So with me bringing that up, I want to like kind of avoid that thought to not skew the score. So even with that said, like to not skew the score, I don't think it's anything special.
No, but I'm also going to give him points because it literally tells you on the can how to serve it. Serve at XYZ temperature.
Oh, wow, it does, yeah.
So I'll give them bonus points for, like, the packaging is, I guess, like, above par. Like, I
agree with that.
I like that it's telling you how to store it.
Yeah.
How to serve it. It's multilingual.
Yeah.
And...
I like that a lot too. That was a good observation right there. I think they're very it seems to be a very informal, like not sophisticated, specific way to drink the beer at
it's telling
ultra
you how it's
instinct
gonna
levels.
It's telling you how it will perform the best.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I do appreciate it for that. Still. Wow. I don't think anything's going to go below the Belhaven. So for Bavik, I'm giving...
There's like two numbers in my head. Like it's like a range. Like on a maybe if I had it at the right temperature with a garnish, it could get up to here. But as it sits, I'm thinking like I'm feeling 5.9 with the capacity of a 6.2 if treated properly, maybe paired well with a food.
So you're going 5.9 right now.
As the can sits, 5.9.
I'm way too generous with these scores. I'm higher than you here. I'm going in the 6s. I'll give a 6.1.
Okay, so not far off though.
Not too far off, but I wanted to give it the respect of
like and
6.
like for if we count into the appearance and how I do appreciate the effort in the can.
Yeah.
There's even like a "Don't Drive" sign on it.
That's great too.
Is it "Don't Drive" a recycle? Like
They're human and environmental
Pregnant.
friendly.
don't pregnant drink.
Yeah.
Like, there's a whole bunch of like things on this, like small details
Yeah.
on this can that I'm like, that's where I kind of like. It could be up to a 6.2, but I'm, as the can sits, 5.9. Like if I was in a blind taste test, it'd be closer to the 5.9.
Yeah. Okay.
Not counting the
The
appearance.
can. Yeah.
The appearance or the information.
All right. We're gonna reveal our top scored ones here. Okay. So let's see. Actually, I knew this was gonna be the case from the beginning. My highest scored one is the Topopples at an 8.2.
Bring it back out.
At the 8.2.
I want to taste
There we go.
it again compared to the second highest.
Yeah. I'm not even washing this one out. You know?
Not even one.
Oh, yeah. It's fizzing up. Yeah, there you go. So let's see what your highest scored one was.
It was the other one, I think. The
What do you think? What?
whatchamacallit? The third one.
Yeah, you're
Banks, right?
right. The Banks. You gave it an 8.3. So Topopples and Banks
Day is
are
coming
the
up.
winners.
They're the winners, and their Topopples has a day coming up.
Coming up very
So
soon.
March 21st.
Yeah.
At least that's what I think you said.
Let's double check that. We got you said 21st. Yeah, 21st. You got some good short-term memory. I got good long-term memory.
I have no long-term memory.
No?
None. That was amazing. Please put that in the trailer. Can't hold a glass. Can't swallow quietly.
I like the Popples for its bitterness to it. I'm a bitter guy. No, I'm kidding.
You're the sweetest guy I know.
But I like
You're
the bitter
sweet as
taste.
that It's just like more. I don't know. Maybe it's the hops. What was the word for hops again?
I don't know. You have it.
It's on here somewhere. Hops. Lupolo. Lupolo bien.
Lupol bien. Hops, good.
Yeah, if you say it like that.
Yeah.
Hops.
That's it.
Good.
Yeah.
Is there anything left in the banks? Or did we finish it before?
I don't know. But I'm going to close this up and then we could drink more.
And then we could just
Yeah.
drink more.
Yeah.
The party on.
Yeah. You can't see me right now, but I just want to let you know to like, subscribe, and share. Sarah, I want you to say right now where they could vote for you on for the inked cover magazine girl 2024. Where could they find you?
They can find the link in my bio on Instagram. It is at just JUST __ Sarah SARAH _93.
She is very close.
It's about to be the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
And then, it dwindles down from there. But I've made it this far. It's gone
Which
from,
is great.
40 plus people per category down to top 5. Now this round is only the person in first place of each round or each group gets to go on.
So needless to say, she's killing it. And I think she needs to keep killing it with your guys' help. So the link will be in the description below. Make sure to vote. And yeah. Also, I want you to follow our Instagram and all other social media platforms at Frank _videos. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And if you want to listen to this podcast audio only version, for this instance, I don't think you really want to, but if you did, you would listen to it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. And with all that being said, we hope you have a wonderful night, and peace out.
The book is called The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. Basically, to set the scene, it is in the Deep South in a fictional town called Mallard. And the Vignes sisters, they're twins, Desiree and Stella, you kind of open with when they're much younger and they've witnessed this horrifying atrocity to their father. As they grow up into teenagehood, they kind of want to break out of the town, and they eventually do run away. And no one knows what happens to them because this is like the 50s. The thing about the town of Mallard, and the Vignes sisters in particular, is a lot of people are of mixed heritages and backgrounds. So the one twin in a job application puts down that she's white. And then she goes on to the rest of her life passing as white. And the other sister doesn't do that. And then they separate. And there's that reason that causes separation, as well as they were very different people from the start.
Yeah.
A different branch of the family down the line brings these stories sort of back together. And then from that brings revelations to that branch of the family